to know before we leave you on stage.
Don't leave me.
Well, the band's here. The band's here.
Oh, okay, good. Okay.
Here, look at that. Somebody brings you coffee. See, that's how you know you've arrived. I asked for coffee. They say, get it yourself.
It's liquor.
That's a deal. Oh, well, hello. You are experiencing a supernatural convention. The only one we do anywhere that's in an actual theater. Like, we didn't just build this up like a circus, you know what I mean? This existed before we got here. Yeah, and that just opened up today or yesterday. It was closed. It was closed like that, and then they opened it up.
The golden oval of awesomeness right there.
That was my nickname in high school. Ladies and gentlemen, Jeffrey Dean Morgan.
Ladies and gentlemen, Loudon freaking Swain. Right? God, I miss you guys. Just kind of want them to be behind me all the time, just like walking down the street. Talking to my wife, getting yelled at by my kid, just have Loudon Swain kick right in. How are we? Awesome. Huh? 10-4? I'm 50. I can't hear shit. It's still not helping. Sounds like 10-4 or you are awesome, Jeff. Is this how it's gonna be today? What do you think you're like seeing, I don't know, Richard Pryor and this is cool? I'll come after you. Still talking back there. Somebody give him a mic. No, that means shut up. Mouthing off. Whoever's back there 10-4, and if you want to ask a question, you can stand in line. Tell me 10-4. Should we just start with questions and not waste any time with my horrible comedy routine? Yes? Let's start with questions. Or not, or I'll just freestyle.
I don't know what they're doing. Okay. Hi, sweetie, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm blessed. Okay, I've been following your career, and you've actually made me watch some shows that I really didn't want to watch.
I've done shows I didn't want to do, I get it.
I kind of stopped watching The Good Wife in the second season, then I heard you came, and I had to come back and watch it.
Yeah. Well, thanks for coming back and watching.
Well, everything you're in, I usually try to watch.
Oh, you are blessed.
So I tried to watch Walking Dead, and it lasted for a season or two.
Yeah.
Now you're Negan, and you're going to make me watch.
I'll maybe make you watch for one episode, and then you might be done.
No. If I watched the movie with you and Hilary Swank when you were chasing her around the building.
The Resident.
The Resident.
The Resident, yeah.
If I watch that, I'm pretty sure Negan is not going to scare me.
You have no idea. That was nothing. But continue.
My question is, how long am I going to have to watch Walking Dead?
If you can get past the first episode of season 7 and still want to watch me, you can watch me for a little bit. I'm going to be there for a while. Negan is still alive in the comic books, and I want to say in the TV show world, we're like on episode or comic book 100, and it's like 156 in the comic book, and Negan's still alive. So if you do that math, that adds up to at least a few years on The Walking Dead for Negan. Yeah, it's cool. It's awesome. What's up?
Hi. what steps do you generally take when you're preparing for a role?
I guess it depends on the role. Sometimes there's no steps at all because you're just sort of thrown into something last second. If I think too much about something, I do a crappier job. I like to kind of be more spur of the moment. I went through a phase in my acting career where I thought I needed to do a lot of research, and I found that it just kind of bogged my brain down, and I couldn't kind of be free with what I needed to do. But it depends. Like sometimes if you're doing a comic book adaptation, you need to read the graphic novel. If you're doing I did a movie called Texas Killing Fields, and that was based on 2 real cops, and so I hung out with them and drove around in the back of a cop car in LA and visited some murders, and that was too much. I didn't need to do that. I could have faked that. But it depends. It just depends. Everything's a little bit different.
Thank you.
Did that answer that? Okay. 10-4.
Hello again.
Hi.
So, earlier I asked you about The Walking Dead. I'd like to ask you about your experiences on The Good Wife. I'd like you to confirm, because you know everything on that read on the internet is true, and I read that you weren't happy with the way the series ended.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you know, I said that kind of off the record to a guy, and then he printed it. Needless to say, Good Wife people were thrilled that I had an opinion that wasn't positive. I didn't love the ending.
A lot of people did.
Yeah, I didn't love it. But as that article stated, that was me kind of being selfish with a character that, you know, I wanted to end with some sort of dignity, or I don't know, a closing of one of the many storylines that they opened up and it never closed. So.
Did you have any idea about where the storyline was going to go when they hired you?
No, nothing. I did that show, 1, because it's been such a good show for so many years. 2, Julianne is a good friend of mine, and 3, it was in New York, and I spent so much time away from my family. It was an opportunity to be home. I'm glad I did it. I loved working with Juliana. She was awesome, and the whole cast was awesome. But I was very confused by the ending of the show. I just was, you know, mostly because I'm an asshole and wanted it to be about me, and it wasn't, which is incredible.
I can tell you I didn't like the ending either.
Well, I just would have liked to have seen something kind of come to a conclusion, in one way or another.
Agreed.
I thought they just opened up more questions and expected the audience just to walk away skipping, and that's a hard deal. Sorry, Robert Michelle King. He said it again. Call his agents. Ungrateful bastard. Such is life. Hi.
Hi. I was wondering, with acting, you often have to do a lot of things where you're like talking to people who aren't there, or like doing things that aren't necessarily the same correlation on the camera. And I was wondering if ever you are sitting there thinking about it, that out of context you look ridiculous. And I was wondering if there was any time that you like really
every second of every day. Right now. It's kind of just what we do. I don't know. I've never done like a movie like with it's all green screen where like a big dinosaur's going to attack. Mostly because I think I would just giggle my ass off. I don't know if I could keep a straight face that long, but I don't know. If you do one of those bad shows we were talking about earlier, you feel embarrassed constantly. Like, oh, I can't believe I did this. Oh, just money. Just need money.